Salutations to Lord Shiva, the divine Guru, who is in the form of Nada, Bindu and Kala. The person ever devoted to these obtains the stainless state, that is, free from Maya. Nada means sound or wave energy. Bindu means dot. Here, the dot is the center or the nucleus. Kala means that which is the transcendental wave. It ends with a timeless state, a spaceless state, a non-dual state. Nada and Bindu are like Shiva and Shakti. Bindu is like the nucleus in an atom. Nada is the electrons whirling around the nucleus, and the energy is Kala. When the Nada and Bindu are changed into its wavelength, it becomes energy, a pure wave. Lord Shiva has condensed everything: Nada, the sound energy; Bindu, the static force; and Kala, the transcendental energy. Now, I shall expound the excellent process of Samadhi that destroys death and which is the means to attain great happiness of Brahmananda, that is, the bliss of Brahman. In Raja Yoga, there are 8 steps. We have been considering asanas, pranayama, dharana, dhyana, etc. And now we come to Samadhi, the final stage. According to Hatha Yoga, these 8 steps are nothing but progression in pranayama. This means that when the prana stays in the sushumna for a certain time, it is called pratyahara. When it stays a little longer, it is called dharana, that is concentration. Even longer, it is called dhyana, which is meditation. And for an even longer period, it is called Samadhi. Samadhi is said to destroy death because you now understand that you are not the body but the immortal self. Our goal is this Ananda or bliss. The supreme bliss of being absorbed in Brahman is Satchit Ananda, that is, existence, knowledge, bliss absolute, or God. Just as a drop of water merges with the ocean and becomes the ocean itself, so the individual merges with the Supreme. Raja Yoga, Samadhi, Unmani, Manonmani, Amaratva, that is immortality, Laya, absorption, Tattva, Sunya Sunya, that is void and yet non-void, Paramapada, Amanaska, that is suspended operation of the mind, Advaita, non-dualism, Niralamba, without support, Niranjana, which is pure, Jivan Mukti, that is liberation while still living, Sahaja, which is the natural state, and Turiya, the 4th state, are all synonyms. Samadhi has various names, and these are the names. Raja Yoga is when the mind is still without any waves. Samadhi is when the mind does not function anymore and you see yourself, that is Atman, clearly, or even when there is oneness with Brahman. Unmani is Hatha Yoga Samadhi. It refers to the state in which the prana and apana are united and go to the higher chakras. Manonmani literally means that which brings joy to the mind. And the only thing which brings joy is the self, that is the Atman. Immortality refers to transcending the body so that you identify with Atman. Concentration is on the Atman. I am that Brahman. Shunya Shunya means void and non-void because in that state there is no time, space or causation, but yet one feels pure consciousness and awareness, extreme bliss and happiness. Paramapada means the highest state. Amanaska comes from manas, meaning mind, and a meaning not. When there is not mind, there is no time, space or causation. Advaita, the non-dual state, is also called Asamprajnata Samadhi. In the Nirlamba state, Atman or Brahman has no support. It is everywhere. It supports everything. Niranjana is pure consciousness. Jivan Mukti is the liberated state. Sahajavastha is the natural state. Satchit Ananda. Turiya is a superconscious state. All of these terms refer to the same thing. Salt and water unites and become one with it. So also the identity of Atman and the mind is known as Samadhi. Here again, there is another definition of Samadhi. When salt is thrown into water, it becomes one with water. In the same way, the mind and the soul are united so that at that time there is only oneness or Samadhi. When the prana is without any movement and the mind is absorbed in the self, then there is a state of harmony. This is known as Samadhi. That prana which creates the inhalation and exhalation, and the apana which goes to the sexual organs and which creates thoughts are stopped, then the state which remains is yourself. I am. This is also called Samadhi. The identity of Jivatman and Paramatman and a state of harmony in which there is cessation of all thoughts is known as Samadhi. The Jivatman is the individual soul. It unites with the Supreme Brahman or Paramatman or God. When this union takes place, then we can truly say that I and my Father are one. I is the individual, Father is the Supreme. That union is called Samadhi. Who indeed really knows the greatness of Raja Yoga in truth? Perfections like Jnana, Mukti, Sthiti and Siddhis are obtained only through the instructions of the Guru. When Raja Yogis achieve full control over the mind, they reach the immortal state. Jnana is the direct cognition of one's own Atman as Parabrahman, Mukti is Veda Shakti, Sthiti is Jivan Mukti, and Siddhis are Anima, etc. Without the compassion of the right Guru, abandonment or attachment to sense objects is difficult. It is difficult to obtain the insight to truth, and Sahajavastha, that is the true natural state, is difficult to obtain. For the Guru's grace, one should have devotion. Without devotion, your own efforts in pranayama, etc., will not bring success because of the many obstacles surrounding you. So, the grace of God and of Guru is very essential. Indifference to worldly pleasures is vairagya, that is dispassion. This world is nothing but a mirage. As there is no true happiness, you want to find the eternal happiness which is within you. You are that happiness. Until you have that dispassion, you will not be able to put full effort behind your yoga practice so that eventually your vairagya will dissipate, causing you to go back to your old ruts, drinking, smoking, etc. Therefore, you must truly realize that all this drinking and smoking will bring you pain and disease, and you must wish to escape from this. If you realize that you will have to be reincarnated to come back again and again to go through the same learning experiences, you will want to get out of the cycle. Then you will take yoga seriously and you will have the energy to do this work. When the great power, that is the Kundalini, has been roused by various asanas, kumbhakas and mudras, the prana lies hidden in the void, that is Brahmanandra. Through asanas, you are regulating the prana. Asanas divert the prana from one area to another, increase or reduce the vibratory level or chart specific areas. Asanas which apply pressure on the solar plexus increase the vibratory level.